If you are excited for the Nintendo Switch 2, you are not alone. You may hear people online screaming and shouting at you because you're excited for this console, right? Because you're excited for this next generation, this truly generational leap in hardware, which we will discuss later in the video. Because you're excited for those things, you are then therefore a fanboy. You are a shill. You are a corporate shill. You are a, quote, brain-dead consumer, right? Because that's the climate that we live in right now. That is the way that discourse has been for this console for months now. It has been literally months. The video that I talked about 2 or 3 videos ago, whatever, talking about the discourse around Mario Kart World, it's exhausting. And if you, maybe you're waiting on the console. Maybe you don't want it because it doesn't look impressive enough. Maybe you're waiting because you just don't want it. That is 100% valid. I am not here to sway anybody. This video is for people who are excited, like myself, who are looking forward to this console. This truly generational leap that we are going to experience when the Switch 2 comes out. Just know that, going into this video, you are not a shill, you're not a brain-dead consumer, you're not a stupid fanboy, you are just someone who is excited for a console. And when did that become such a negative thing? When did happiness and excitement and joy become something that people can literally be judged for? Like, that is depressing. And I've actually been seeing quite a few videos on my YouTube. I'm scrolling the tube and I see people that are actually standing up for them. Like, people like me and people like you who are excited for this console. And it's been making me very happy because those videos are finally starting to push through a little bit. As I talked a couple videos ago, those negative videos on the Switch 2, on the prices, yes, obviously Nintendo is not above criticism. Their pricing model for their games and everything, accessories, is atrocious. And no one's denying that, or at least no one should be denying that. That's a, objective fact. Mario Kart World to me should not be $80, but it is. So me complaining about it on the internet isn't going to change anything. And so that's the world we live in. The console's $450. If it was OLED, it probably would have been $500 or even $550. I think $450 is more than reasonable for that console, especially when you look at the specs and the upgrades and everything that the Switch 2 is going to be doing better than the Switch 1. So no, you are not some corporate shill if you're looking forward to this console. I have never seen such vitriol and such anger from people who are so set on boycotting this thing just because they hate Nintendo that much. They live for the day. They are longing for the day that Nintendo crashes and burns, though that day will never come, at least not in my lifetime, I don't believe. I am looking forward to the Switch 2. I am looking forward to Mario Kart World. I am looking forward to Donkey Kong Bonanza. More than anything, I'm looking forward to Donkey Kong Bonanza. I'm looking forward to the much updated hardware. It's more powerful than the PS4 Pro. It's more powerful than Xbox Series S, for crying out loud. This is a truly generational gap. And I wanted to make this video just to clear the air and say that yes, I'm excited. Obviously, no one was doubting that. Everyone who's watching this video knows Justin is excited for this thing. Most of my viewers, I'm sure, are very excited for this thing. And how can you not be? You know, if money is the thing, sure. I completely understand. The climate, the economic plane that we live in right now is not great. And this is not the time to be dropping $80 games, right? $70 games. I 100% agree with that. I sympathize with it. I get it. I completely agree. This is not the time nor the place to begin doing that. However, I will say that I think it was destined to happen eventually. You go back to the 1980s and especially the 1990s. I think Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy's Conquest, was like $75, $80. And that's a 2-hour game, right? If you're going through, maybe less. So games are going to fluctuate, right? And we've had $60 games for what, since 2003, 2002? It's been over 20 years at this point. and how expensive and how laborious and how much time and energy and resources go into these things now, they were going to go up. Do I like it? Absolutely not. And I'm not denying it doesn't have to be $80. They could sell it for $60 and they would still make all that money back they spent on development and so much more. But again, they're not doing that. They're selling it for $80. And so that's the world we live in, and that's the world that we have to adapt to. Me making a video on why Mario Kart World looks terrible, and why it looks boring, and why it looks this, and why the free roam's going to be terrible, and why Bearman's going to get 500,000 views on a video just because he wants to talk bad on a game, that's fine. But I'm not going to do that because I am excited. Like, this is my first console generation that I'm actually somewhat in a financial state. I'm in a state financially where I could afford to pre-order it. I pre-ordered Mario Kart World. I pre-ordered the Pro Controller. And I have a channel, right? And I have this outlet to talk about these things with you guys. And I know most of you are very excited too. And if you're not, again, that's completely okay. That is completely fine with me. I'm not here to tell you that you're wrong, because you're not, because this is all subjective, right? If you think it doesn't look like a good console, that's fine. It's a Switch 2, but literally better in every way. Has over triple the RAM, the CPU, the GPU usage. The motherboard is way more powerful. Better kickstand, better graphics, better processing, and not just a little better. Literally 2, 3, 4, 5 times better. You've seen the Direct. You've seen how Fortnite runs. You've seen how all of these big, epic AAA titles can run on this little powerful thing. And so if you are excited for this console, like I am, if you're excited for these games like I am, just rest assured that not even if, when someone comes attacking you for being excited because you're a corporate shill, obviously, right? You're so into consumerism. You're working for the machine, right? You're working for the big man, right? Just ignore it. Just be excited, because we live in a time of absolutes. Things are either the best thing in the world, and it's a complete 10 out of 10, best thing ever made, or it's a 0 out of 10, the worst, most abominable thing ever made. Much like in the world of film as well. I'm a big film guy. That's how people are today as well. I'm going to use a Minecraft movie comparison. I loved a Minecraft movie. I didn't think it was a masterpiece, but it was a ton of fun, had good messages, and it was accurate to the game, right? I gave it like a 7 or a 7.5 out of 10. People were either saying this is the most underrated, greatest film ever made, 10 out of 10. This is the worst piece of garbage movie ever made, 0 out of 10. That is exactly how people are treating the Switch 2. This is going to be the best console ever, blah, 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 10 out of 10. Or, no, Nintendo is a horrible company, I'm never going to support them. If you support them, you're a monster, greed-tendo, 0 out of 10. That is exactly how people are acting right now. And there is more to life than absolutes. There is a whole world in between that 10 and that 0. There is a whole wide world of ratings and of ways to think about certain things and ways to feel about certain things than just the best thing ever or the worst thing ever. I have no doubt the Switch 2 might end up being my favorite console of all time just by looking at it like this, right? We are 22 days away, I think, from launch day at this point, just over 3 weeks. And the games and the hardware and everything that I've been shown so far has given me zero reason to not be excited, to not have faith in Nintendo, right? I have faith in them. Do I support every business practice they do? Absolutely not. The pricing of a lot of the accessories, like the camera, for example, the pricing of the Pro Controller, I have no doubt it's going to be a spectacular, probably a flawless controller, but it's expensive, right? Mario Kart World, $80. Don't like that. I think 70 would be pushing it for that game. But again, what are you going to do, right? So I say buckle up. If you're not going to get it, don't get it. But don't tear other people down because they are going to get it, right? And if you are super excited, then embrace it, right? Embrace it with the rest of us. Like and subscribe, join the community. Just be an active voice because it's exciting. And I shouldn't even have to be making this video, but I do. And I've seen other people do it, and they've been great, and they've been performing really well, and I'm very excited for that because hopefully, again, that positivity just starts to push through. Hopefully that positivity is just kind of starting to permeate and, maybe make a friend with the YouTube algorithm. You never know. The YouTube algorithm is an absolute enigma that has yet to be solved. But I did just want to make this video because if you're excited, I'm so glad that you are. Because, and I'm going to put a meme on the screen right now, actually, that it's not even a meme, actually. It was an unironic post, and it was something like someone used AI, so immediate red flag. They used AI, and he literally just said, if you are buying the Switch 2 or support Nintendo or whatever, you are a monster and you're an evil person. And I just replied, okay. Like, I don't care. Switch Force, I know he doesn't care. Josie Woe, she doesn't care. M Swizzle, he doesn't care. It's a me Bo Talks, he doesn't care. No one cares that we are being called these things because we are happy people. We like our lives. At least I do. I can't speak for them, but I can imagine they probably do as well. Andre, right? From Game Explain, a friend of the channel, actually, if you didn't know that. He's excited. Everyone should be excited. The price, sure, it's a problem. A lot of the business practices, yeah, sure, they're a problem. But if they're a problem to you, then just keep them to yourself, right? Because you are in the minority, no matter what you think. When the Switch 2 pre-orders went up and the websites were crashed for almost an hour, that was a dead giveaway that this thing is going to sell like hotcakes. And if you're not in the train with us, then get off the tracks. Right? So that's going to do it for today's video, guys. I cannot wait. We are just over 3 weeks from launch. I can't believe we're here. What is it? May 13th. I'm recording this video. It's probably going to go up May 14th or maybe even today if I get it done on time. I don't know. But I am so excited, guys. Lock in. Join the Discord. Like the video. Comment if you're excited or if you're not. Both parties are obviously welcome here. This is a welcome, inclusive space. Subscribe to the channel. I will see all of you in the next video. We've got some amazing videos coming up very soon that I've been planning for a while. Have a great rest of your day and take care.